overflow tanks somewhere in the right rear of the car. Here they come. There's the green. And Herb Drug got caught in the shuffle, and there's a piece of his machine up in turn 3 right now. Druggy got here late. I don't believe he got any practice in this afternoon. Litzenberg and Beckwith. Drug, good enough. Fiandaca, Weaver, and Dresser. Here they come, looking for green, and we're off. Litzenberg points it down into turn 2 on the outside. It's Beckwith by a half a car length. Litzenberg back. Here comes Goodenough up the outside as they come around for turn 1. It'll be Litzenberg, Beckwith, Goodenough, Drug, Fiandaca, Weaver, and Dresser. Beckwith tries it again off turn 2. Litzenberg continues to hold his line. Beckwith this time on the outside will take the lead. Beckwith, Litzenberg, Goodenough, Drug, and Fiandaca moves up the inside for 4th. Beckwith beginning to turn a good lap, and Goodenough works around the outside to move up. Litzenberg holds a low line. Goodenough uses the banking to take the advantage down the backstretch. Moves into 2nd. Litzenberg almost into the back bumper. Right now, it's Beckwith, Goodenough, Litzenberg, Fiandaca, Drug, and Weaver. Halfway coming up now, halfway. And Fiandaca gets 3rd off turn 2. Beckwith, Goodenough, Fiandaca, Litzenberg, and Drug. Whoa, Goodenough coming hard off turn 2. Gets to the outside of Beckwith now. Starts to turn it up as they come off 4. Goodenough on the outside. Beckwith protecting the inside as they go into 1 and 2. It'll be Goodenough into turn 2. Can he use the banking for the lead this time? And Goodenough pushes it hard into 3 and 4, and he'll take the lead coming down to the line. Rob Goodenough with Beckwith, Fiandaca, Litzenberg, and Drug. White flag coming up. Litzenberg with a problem, pulls the 36 up high. He's going to coast to a stop right in the middle of the track, I think. Here they come down for the checkers. Litzenberg up against the wall. It'll be Goodenough for the win. Beckwith, Fiandaca, Drug, and Weaver. Litzenberg comes up a lap short of a good finish. His car wrecked last night at Riverside. Marquis in the Potbelly's Pub Chicopee welding machine. Payne with the lead. Here comes Knight. On the outside, it's Brousseau. Karen moves up. So does Marquis on his bumper as they head for the first lap. Payne your leader with Knight, Brousseau, Rollins, Karen, Rugg, Marquis, and Batchelor. Anybody in this field could win it. Here they come. Starting to spread it out a little bit. Whoa, look out. Payne down across the track in front of Knight. Knight trying to find racing room. Brousseau on the outside, Rollins up to 3rd. Karen and Marquis run 5th and 6th. Payne still holds the lead. Knight not able to get underneath him. Brousseau to the outside now, trying to move up into that 3rd spot. Brousseau stays high, Rollins goes, and there, look out, Payne spins it out to the top side of the racetrack. He'll roll it down into the middle of the turn, hoping for a yellow, and he will get it. Knight caught the lead for just a moment. Now Payne picks up the field as they come around. Rollins, Brousseau, Karen, Marquis, Batchelor. Rather be on the inside, it's quicker way through the turns. Here they come. Brousseau trying to knock on the doors. He gets down low. Knight takes it high in turn 2. Brousseau moves into 2nd. Rollins can't keep it out there. Marquis moves up. Karen gets shuffled back to 5th, but barely. Off the turn, it'll be Knight, Brousseau, Rollins. Marquis, Karen, and Bachelor. Those 6 could run that way all afternoon long. Here they come. Knight holds the lead. Brusso trying to move inside. Knight takes away the lane. Marquis moving up to third underneath Rollins. Karen finds a little bit of a hole, squeezes in there, and it'll be Karen diving in. Oh, banged on the bumper a little bit hard. Look out, Bob Rugg. Got a little over anxious off the turn, spins it out of the way. It's still Dave Knight, Brusso, Marquis, Karen, Bachelor, and Rollins. Marquis trying to find some room under Brusso. He's got it. Marquis goes, and Karen's right there with him. 2 laps left coming up as they move in on Dave Knight. Whoa. Bachelor finds a spot underneath Brusso and dives in. White flag now. Dave Knight moves high. Here's Marquis. Marquis finds the room, and Karen sees the bumper and follows him in. Coming up to the final lap. Checkered flag. Marquis, Karen, Knight, and Bachelor. Marquis, Karen, and Knight. Looking for green this time by. Wenzel a little sideways. Green flag is out. It's Kirk Alexander breaking out on top with car 44X. Here comes Robbie Bouchard. He'll move into second. They go 3 wide into turn 3 with Todd Patno looking for the low groove around Wenzel. He'll try to move into 4th, and he's got it as they go into turn 1. Eddie Brio Jr. dives low on Bouchard, and he's got the second spot just like that. So it's Alexander, Brio, Bouchard, Pat Noden, and Glenn Brio is up to 5th with Ed Stone 6th. Barry Gray is 7th, 8th is Marty Leary, 9th is Chris Wenzel, 10th is Carey. Carey moves past Wenzel now, and he'll take Shepard and Anderson along with him. 2 laps now complete, and Alexander continues to run away with this race, but Eddie Brio Jr. is indeed catching with car 29. He'll be moving up to challenge any minute now. Meanwhile, the other Brio, Glenn, is still back in 5th, but he's knocking on the door to Todd Patno's house as he runs in 4th. Halfway marker is out this time by Barry Gray, moves underneath Ed Stone, and we've got a battle for the lead as the cars bunch up 3rd through 7th. Eddie Brio Jr. has caught Kirk Alexander. He'll look to the outside this time by. Can he make the move on the high side of turns 3 and 4? Not this time at the line. It's still Alexander. Patno moves up into 3rd now as we watch that heavy pack of cars in turn 2. Patno, Gray, Stone, Bouchard, Glenn Brio, Tom Carey Jr., and Marty Leary. And Brio takes the lead. That's Eddie Brio Jr., car 29 Jr. He moves out in front off of turn 2, and he'll lead on lap 7. Barry Gray moves to the high side of Todd Patno. Battle for 3rd, and Gray has the position. Barry Gray, Todd Patno, Ed Stone, and Tom Carey Jr. 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. With Glenn Brio back in 7th, 8th is Robbie Bouchard, 9th is Marty Leary, Roger Shepard is 10th, Anderson is 11th, Fitzgerald 12th, and Wenzel is in the infield. White flags in the air now, less than 1 lap to go for Brio. And the checkered flag is out. There's your winner, Eddie Brio Jr. For Randy Snyder. Here they come. First qualifying event for Busch Grand National North, and Wheaton's on the gas. Wheaton, Patton, and Clark jump out there quickly. Right along with him is Ron Lamell. Barry goes 5th. Look out, Barry in trouble. Sheet metal all over the place. Caution is out. Let's see if they see it. Spad's trying to go off the gas quickly. And it looks like Jeff Berry has torn up his race car a little bit as they got into turn one a little bit hard. Here they come, looking for the restart. Wheaton on the bump. Mike Wheaton taking him down into turn two with Madden. Dale Shaw looking for some running room down inside. He's going to try to get underneath Linnell, and he does. Dale Shaw working on fourth. Goes Joe Bessie. It's Wheaton, Madden, Billy Clark, Shaw, Linnell, Ferry, and Bessie. Then Truax, Berry, Gilly, and Snyder. Lavelle trying to get inside. Dean Berry off four. He can't quite do it. Madden putting the pressure on Wheaton. Lavelle works way down inside of Berry. Still can't make it stick. Here he comes again. We're halfway. Wheaton, Madden, Clark, and Shaw. Shaw works right down underneath Billy Clark. Going to try to take him on the backstretch. The real battle is for third right now. Shaw and Clark. Dale Shaw takes it into two, and he'll have third spot. Here's Bob Benton working on Mike Wheaton. Stanley Benton works all over Wheaton. He's got him on turn two. 2 laps to go. It's Benton, Wheaton, Shaw, and Clark. Stub Benton takes it over with 2 left. Short track veteran Benton. Here's Dale Shaw. He's going to get Wheaton. Looks like his tires are going away with 1 lap left. The battle for fifth. It'll be Ferry and Linnell with Bessie. Here comes Stub Benton, and Benton's going to take it. It'll be Benton, Shaw, Wheaton, and Ferry comes on top and picks up that 5th spot. Kelly Moore and Mike McLaughlin. It's Dick McCabe and Glenn Sullivan, Barney McRae, Bob Brunel, Scott Vachon. Here they come. Hirschman pulls it into gear and heads into turn one. Hirschman takes the universal joint number 1 to the top of the turn and takes it to the lead. Carafa second. It's Obey on the outside with Dragon, McLaughlin, and Moore with McCabe. Here they come. Hirschman getting a good lead as he pulls away. Trouble in the turn as McRae spins the 5. Can't get it into gear, and here's a caution flag. Everybody on the binders as McRae gets caught in that banking. Can't get it jammed into gear, finally gets away. Barney McRae. Here they come. Hirschman once again on top. He's got Bobby Dragon now, and Carafas. Dragon finds the inside groove. Obie's right there with him as they come off 4. Look out, in trouble is McCabe. McCabe takes it down onto the flat spot. Couldn't do much with it. Hirschman still holds on to the lead. It's Hirschman, Dragon, Obie, Carafas, McLaughlin, and Moore. Bobby Dragon working all over the back bumper of Hirschman now. Halfway coming up. Bobby Dragon trying to find some running room underneath that Hirschman car. Can't do much with it. McCabe working the outside of Moore. Dick McCabe. Oh, trouble for Brunel in the 17. He got in hard. Carafa showing tire smoke on the right side as he comes in to turn hard. McCabe underneath 4 now to take over the number 4 spot, 6 spot. 2 laps to go. 2 laps left. It's going to be Hirschman. Hirschman dragging Obi, McLaughlin, Carafas, and McCabe. White flag now. 1 lap left. McCabe trying to find a way around Carafas. McCabe wants 1 more spot. Finds the room, can't do it. Carafas runs him down to the inside. Here they come for the checkers now. It'll be Hirschman, Dragon, Obi, McLaughlin, Carafas, McCabe, and Kelly Moore. Sullivan Jr., the 94, is at Stone. And there's your 59 of Ray Townsend. Green flag is in the air, and TJ Small will lead them down into turn 1. Batchelder runs the high side of the racetrack with car 19. Here comes Bateman looking to the low side with car 17. They touch a little bit among those top 6, and Bateman takes the lead as we complete the first lap. Car number 17, David Pinkham, will move out into the 2nd spot with car 16. Here comes Monteith down low. He's got 3rd. Jarvis is looking for 4th as he is trying to move to the inside of Small now. Instead, he'll take the outside, and it looks like he'll find success going into turn 1. And indeed, Jarvis moves up a notch to 4th. At the front of the field, it's Bateman, Pinkham, Monteith, Jarvis, TJ Small, DeRoyne, Ed Stone, Batchelder, and Maher, and there's the halfway marker. Consultation flag for car 31. Bateman begins to pull away just a little bit. Pinkham holding that 2nd spot. Monteith up to 3rd. Monteith up to challenge Pinkham now as they go back down into turn 1. He was briefly looking to the high side of the racetrack but could not find the racing room. Just 2 to go for Jack Bateman. Pinkham and Monteith going at it once again for the 2nd spot. Now Monteith will move to the high side of the racetrack. Hasn't yet taken the spot, but he's still got just 1 lap left to go. Looks like he'll settle in for 3rd. There's your winner, car 17, Jack Bateman. Rudolph. Green flag is out, and they touch a little bit in turn 4, but we got a green. And it's Rudolph ending out in front. Marquis is already up to 2nd with Kennedy in 3rd. Here comes D'Alessandro. Marquis will dive low, looking for the lead away from Rudolph. Rudolph runs high in turn 2. Marquis goes around, coming off the turn. He's got a flat left rear tire, and everybody misses him. Yellow flag is out. And here they come. Green flag is out. Rudolph, Kennedy, Maroka, D'Alessandro, and Ball, your top 5. And down into turn 1, it's Rudolph, Kennedy on the high side, still alongside the 3Xs. They battle into turn 3 rather. Now into turn 1, Rudolph still holding the advantage. Kennedy runs the outside and can't make the move. Jerry Marquis is working his way back up. He's now up to 5th in car 2X. It's Rudolph, Kennedy, D'Alessandro, Rusty Ball, and Jerry Marquis with Maroka holding 6th over Fran Principe. Here comes Kennedy down low on Rudolph, and at the line, he's got him going into turn 1. It's Ed Kennedy taking the lead on lap 5 with car 0.
He'll come around to lead lap 6 with Rudolph falling back into second. D'Alessandro Ball. Here comes Jerry Marquis all the way back up with this front pack. In fifth, car 2X, and a little contact between Paul and D'Alessandro. Ball moves into third. D'Alessandro back to fifth as Marquis moves up a notch to fourth. Then it's Pertamy back in sixth. Seventh is Baroka, car 6. Eighth is John Cole, and it's Jeff Heath. And Maher Sr. goes a lap down. Ed Kennedy continues to pace the pack in car 0. He's pulling away a little bit from Doug Rudolph. Rudolph gets sideways and goes around on the backstretch while running in second. White flag in the air, and Ball will move up to second spot. So that'll put Ball in second, Marquis in third. Checkered this time by, and your winner is Ed Kennedy, car number 0.
All right, set to go here. First feature event of the afternoon. Looking for a green as they come off 4. Quickly, it's Mike Russo with the lead. Beckwith goes second, Knight third. Good enough. Weaver, Fiandaca, and Rollins as they come into 1. Your leader will be Russo. Down the backstretch, it's Russo with Beckwith. Rollins working the outside, trying to move up. Van Weaver runs fifth. He's got Rollins on one side, Fiandaca on the other. As they make a sandwich out of him. Look out, he goes around. Karen gets into the back, and he's hit hard by Payne. Bucky Karen gets away, front end all torn up. Looks to be in good shape. Matt Weaver got caught in a Rollins-Fiandaca sandwich, got a little sideways, and around he came. Russo brings him down. Beckwith right there with him. Here they come, looking for green from Billy Dunn, and they've got it. This time, look out, Beckwith gets into the back of Russo, but he holds on. Fiandaca and Marquis move right up the inside. They'll move Beckwith to the outside and move into second spot. Here's your leader, Mike Russo. Russo in the Maxwell House machine, taking him off turn 2 on lap 5. 5 of 35. Fiandaca looks to the low side. Here comes Marquis, good enough, and Knight. Aaron working the backside of the field, moves up behind Batchelor. Currently running in ninth. Salzarulo is 10th. Here's Fiandaca trying to take it away. Russo in a Maxwell House machine. Fiandaca in the Mid-City Paving 135, and he's trying to work his way up there. Fiandaca puts the nose in and takes over the lead. Peter Fiandaca, Jerry Marquis, and Rob Goodenough along with Mike Russo. Knight goes 5th, Rollins is 6th, 7th is Karen, 8th is Batchelor, 9th is Beckwith, 10th is Salzarulo. Karen putting the heat on Fiandaca now. 2 veterans of the short tracks. Fiandaca powers his machine down the back straightaway. And Camaro banging it out for the lead. They'll move up onto the Doug Dresser 01 in a minute. Here's Fiandaca right down to the white line. Russo, good enough. Karen along the outside of Knight. He moves into 5th. Bucky Karen climbing up the ladder. They work their way around Dresser. It's Fiandaca. Marquis can't squeeze it in there. Look out. enough. Came off the wall. Got it sideways. He's going to wait for the caution, and here it is. Caution is called. Single file is the running order. Here we come. Bianca, Marquis, looking for the green. They've got it. Marquis looks to the outside, drops the nose down low. Karen's right behind him. Bianca running right there to the inside. Bianca and Karen side by side as they come off turn 2, and it'll be Marquis with the lead. Bianca drops to third, Karen up to second. Marquis, Karen, Bianca, Brousseau, Rollins, and Knight. Beckwith, Goodenough, Rugg, Bachelor, and Drug. 15 down, 20 to go. Rollins trying to mount a challenge for fourth as he dives underneath Mike Brousseau. And he's got it. Dave Knight trying to move up as well. We're coming to the halfway mark this time by. 17 down, 18 to go. Bucky Karen riding right off the bumper. Both guys running in unison. Karen trying to get down low. Marquis shut the door on him. Here comes Bianca, closing in again. Waiting for a break that could give him the win. Bucky Karen, Jerry Marquis moving up on the slower Doug Dresser car. Rob Goodenough trying to come out of the back of the pack and move into that sixth spot. Here's Karen looking inside Marquis, off the back bumper. Dresser, there's no room. Marquis uses the traffic to keep Karen behind him. Bianca. About 10 car lengths back. Karen closes again, and Marquis gives him no room. 22 down. 13 to go. Whoa, contact, both cars slide. Marquis lets off and Karen didn't. Bachelor with troubles in the 9, fights with Dave Knight. Knight's in trouble, takes Bachelor up the banking. Caution is on the racetrack. Ride, trying to pick up another win. Bucky Karen looking for number 2. He pulls away, Marquis doesn't. Bianca's pushing him all the way, and Karen just pulls away and keeps the caution out there. Now let's see what happens. Jerry does have Pete Bianca on his bumper, and Peter's pretty crafty. If those two in the front row mess up at all, Peter's got himself a lead. Here they come. This time Marquis gets a jump. Peter's trying to slip his nose down inside. Bianca, it'll be Karen. Marquis, Karen, Bianca, and Rollins. Brousseau and Goodenough. Brousseau loose. Has to get on the binders, and Goodenough's got 5th. Laps to go. This time by as they all drop to the bottom of the racetrack. Marquis and Karen, Bianca, Rollins, and Goodenough pull away from the field. Karen trying to find a way to set him up. Goodenough in 5th, trying to pick off one more spot. Here's Karen right on Marquis' bumper. .28 down, coming by. 7 to go. top of turn 4 and brings out another caution. Weaver must apparently made contact with Dave Knight. That took in 4th and 5th. Looking for a green this time, and here it is. Marquis gets off the mark. Karen goes with him. Biandaca Rollins is good enough. Come down to complete lap 29. 5 left this time by. Marquis trying to stretch it out. Karen closing in. Pressure's on Biandaca from Rollins from behind. That could be the battle that shapes up. Unless the battle up front gets pretty hot all of a sudden. Marquis comes down 4 laps now, down to 3. Karen's slowing. He's got a problem with the race car. Karen's got trouble, and Biandaca takes over 2nd. Rollins goes to 3rd. Karen drops back to 5th. Bucky Karen with a problem on the race car. White flag comes out, and it's all Jerry Marquis. Karen trying to keep the speed up. Something's gone bad. It's firing real bad. Here comes your winner. Looking for the checkered flag. It'll be Jerry Marquis. Pete Biandaca and Brett Rollins. Bob Goodenough and Mike Baruso.
A finish not in the top 5, unfortunately, but your winner, driving car number 42 today, Jerry Marquis, finishing 2nd, Pete Biandaca in the 135, and Brett Rollins in the top 3 this week with car number 12. He'll finish in 3rd.
That number 2 spot, and Brett Rollins all of a sudden finds himself in the money as well. Young man about to climb out. He's got a busy afternoon. We won't keep him long because he's got a lot to do before the day's over. Well, let's give him another one for 2 in a row. Borrowed ride and all. Here's Jerry Marquis. Let's turn you this way so the guys can get some shots. First of all, how you feel?
Feel pretty good.
1 down.
Yeah, 2 to go.
And all of them cars you're not familiar with.
No, well, Bobby's car we run at Riverside all the time, so I'm familiar with that car. We practiced with Freddie's car yesterday at Riverside Park a little bit for a little while. The car felt pretty good. Today it even feels a lot better. We made a few adjustments over the night, and he did a fine job getting it tuned in for us for the Busch Pole Award.
Yeah, it sure was. 1/1000th of a second. That's a nice way to introduce yourself to Busch Grand Nationals here.
I'll tell you, that's a hell of a way to start. I can't believe it.
Good run, and a good run for win number 2 for Jerry Marquis. Well, Peter, it wasn't a victory, but all of a sudden there you had 2nd.
Well, either Punky or his son, I don't know who's driving, had trouble with their car there, you know. It's too bad it couldn't have happened on the last lap. Maybe Punkster could have ended up 3rd or 4th, you know. It happened to us last week. It happened to him this week. It happens to all of us one time or another.
When the bite comes, you get bit. Good run, and I understand your sponsors here looking over what's happening today, too.
Mid-City Paving come up, Joe Pollard today. He usually only sponsors at Hudson, but seemed we decided to try to run all the Monadnock shows this year. He come along with us, too.
Well, nice for him. It gave you a good ride and a good 2nd-place finish for Pete Biandaca. And Brett Rollins, by golly. Talk about the Brettster here. You had a win last season, and it looks like maybe this year is going to be a pretty good one.
Yeah, we're a little off the pace right now. We got a broken stabilizer bar today. We're slowly catching up to them. They're still a little faster than us. I think we can catch them, though. I'd like to thank my sponsors, Tex Engines, New England Muffler and Brake, and my whole crew. They did a perfect job today.
Nice run for Brett Rollins, finishing 3rd. Late models coming up.
In the Jeans Ford Chevrolet number 03, it's Chris Wenzel. Here they come, green this time by, depending upon Billy Dunn's point of view. There it is, green flag is out. Into turn 1, Kirk Alexander, car 44X is out in front, and he'll lead up down the backstretch. Pat Node settling in for second. Here comes Robbie Bouchard down low in car 48, trying to make a move into that runner-up spot, but can't do it this time. So it's Alexander, Patno, and Bouchard with the Brio side by side for fourth. It's Eddie down low and Glenn on the high side. Right behind them, Barry Gray and Ed Stone have a battle going on for the fifth spot. And suddenly it becomes rather crowded from third to 10th. With Brio down on the low side of the racetrack, and Bouchard gets shuffled back to position number 4. He'll go a little further back now. Barry Gray has moved up to fourth with car 29, and we've got trouble on the backstretch contact between Tom Carey Jr. and Glenn Brio, and Carey goes around. And yellow flag comes out on lap number 4. And it's Alexander and Patno picking up where they left off in the front row. Here they come. And we've got a green. Here comes Eddie Brio Jr. diving down low right off the bat with car 29 Jr. But it is Alexander who will hold on to the lead. Patno drops to third, and here comes Barry Gray. Looks like he'll drop another notch, as Eddie Brio Jr. is now in the runner-up spot, looking for the lead this time with car 29 Jr. And he's got it coming off of turn 2. It's Eddie Brio Jr. Alexander back to second, but look at Barry Gray. He's diving low, and he's got the second spot. Brio leads Barry Gray and Kirk Alexander with Todd Patnode back to fourth. Ed Stone is fifth. He's knocking on Patnode's door, and sixth is Robbie Bouchard. Barry Gray dives low on Eddie Brio Jr. Can he make the move? No. Brio dives off of turn number 2 and will dive back down into turn 3 and hold the lead. Stone works the high side of Patnode as they head off turn 4. Once again, Gray is on the low side. Can he make the move in car 29? Yes, he's got the lead as they head down the backstretch into turn 3. Barry Gray takes the lead, coming around to lead lap 9. Brio is staying right there, though, with car 29 Jr. And now Todd Patnode moves up a notch to third with car 24, ahead of Kirk Alexander. Ed Stone really looking for some racing room with car 11. Oh, we've got a car hard into the wall in the front stretch, and it's Tom Carey Jr. That was a hard hit. Yellow flag is out. He's last week's feature event winner. Unfortunately, heavy front-end damage this week, so a big turnaround as Todd Patnode was showing signs of smoke with car 24. He's being checked out by GM Stevens. We'll get a word on that. From 29s, where's that other 29? Well, he's unfortunately at the back of the pack. Green flag is out, and Gray with a pretty good start. Patnode was looking for that second spot, but he got quite a bit out of shape, and he'll fall back in line in third. Brio holds second. Patnode again is a little bit loose, and here comes Ed Stone. He dives to the inside. He's got the third spot as they go into turn 3, car number 11. And now Patnode and Alexander come together off turn 2, but they're able to hold on. More smoke from that car number 24 as he dirt tracks it off turn 4. Halfway mark this time by. We'll have 12 complete and 13 to go for Barry Gray. Gray, Brio, Stone, Patnode, Alexander, Bouchard, Shepard, Anderson, Leary, Fitzgerald, Glenn Brio, and Chris Wenzel. Here comes Ed Stone down low. He tags Brio in turn 4. They'll battle into turn 1 for the runner-up spot, and Barry Gray is running away with car 29. Brio still second. Stone fading back a little bit into third spot. Stowe drifts up off turn 2, and he'll dive back into turn 3, real low, looking for that second spot. Gray now has almost a full straightaway lead over Eddie Brio Jr. Here comes Stowe back to the high side of Brio, but still cannot make the move. This time by, it'll be 6 laps to go as Wenzel is about to go a lap down with the 03. Gray's just pulling away lap by lap. He's not giving up an inch. Brio still second, Stowe third, Patnode fourth, Alexander fifth, Bouchard sixth, Shepard seventh, Anderson eighth. It'll be 3 to go this time by, and that battle for second continues. Stowe gives some more taps to Brio as they head off turn 2. Still can't make that move, but he's going to try it again on the outside. To go for Barry Gray this time by. Gray gets the 2 to go with Brio and Stone still battling for that second spot. Stone's going to try the high side once again. White flag is out. Gray is so far out in front that we know if he holds on, of course, he's going to win, but we're going to watch that battle for second now. Brio and Stone. Stone up on the high side of the racetrack down the backstretch. There's the checkered flag, and your winner is Barry Gray. And for second, it's Ed Stone. Feature event. Well, Barry, it's been a great weekend for you. A second and a first last night at Riverside, and today seemed a lot easier to take down the win here in the late model feature event.
I'll tell you, the crew's been really paying a lot of attention to the car, and mostly our crew chief, Tom Cook, really been paying attention. It's really paid off for us. I'd like to thank my sponsors on the car, Cliff's Auto Body, my plant under the hood, Precision Powered, Leon's Auto Repair, and everybody else that knows.
Congratulations. Barry Gray is your winner in the late model feature event. Ed Stone, your second place finisher. Ed, that was a great battle with Brio down to the line. You got him right on the last lap.
Yeah, we was having fun. Sorry I got into him a little bit there, but that's racing. We'll try it again next week.
Congratulations. Ed Stone, your second place finisher. Eddie Brio Jr., you said last week that the car was coming in week by week, and this week that's even a truer statement.
Well, we started out real good. I think the tires wore out on us. Next week we'll put some fresh tires on it and hope for a better finish.
Well, congratulations. Another top 3 for Eddie Brio Jr., car 29 Jr.
Here they come, looking for green on turn 4. Marquis on it. Marquis will lead the field into turn 1. It'll be Marquis, Rowe, and Markham. Spraker and Gaeta. Branscombe drops back. Marquis, Rowe, Markham, and Spraker. Marquis trying to hang in there to pick up a second win. We've got a caution as the 3 and the 48 come together. Moving backwards is Branscombe, moving up is Fenn. McLaughlin caught on the outside, going to have a long way to go. Markham, Rowe all over the back bumper of Jerry Markey. Nobody in his field knows that spot better than Markey does. Mike Rowe, the winner last year, dogged Ricky Craven for a long time and then finally picked up the win on the final lap. Markey holding him back. In the back of the package, Stub Fenn working up the outside along with Bobby Dragon. Spadden and Dragon trying to pick off a couple of runners here. It's Markey and Rowe. Markham, Gator, Hirschman. Spraker, Fenn, Branscombe, Shaw, and Dragon. Shaw currently in 10th place car trying to work up the inside. There's going to be some contact down there. Shaw and Dragon all over Branscombe. They work their way out of the back of the pack. Dale Shaw pours it on. Moves himself into 8th and fights for 7th. Here comes Nick McCabe up the inside of Dean Beret. McLaughlin right behind him. Mike Rowe works the back bumper of Markey. It's Markey, Rowe. Markham, Gaeta, Hirschman, Fenn, Shaw, Spraker, and Dragon. Followed by Branscombe and Wheaton. Mike Rowe trying to root Jerry Markey out of that top spot. Dives in, gets on that back bumper, pounds him again. Markham and Gaeta not able to gain. Hirschman up to 5th, Madden is 6th. Shaw 7th, 8th is Dragon. 9th is Branscombe and 10th is Wheaton. Here come your leaders to complete 18. Markey and Rowe now work up on the slower car of Bouchard. Spraker starting to go backwards pretty seriously as he gets stuck on the outside. Here's Rowe trying to work over Markey. It won't work. Markham and Gaeta not able to gain ground. Madden and Hirschman fighting for 5th. Shaw up to 6th. Here's your leaders into the 21 laps down now. Dale Shaw closing in on Stub Fenn. Markey, Rowe, Markham, Gaeta, Hirschman, Fenn, Shaw, Dragon, Branscombe, and Mike Wheaton. Jamie Obey up to 11th. Dick McCabe is 12th. And Rowe, Gilly gets Mike Rowe. Gilly into the side of Mike Rowe. Rowe cannot get a caution and he loses his spot. Mike Rowe into the back of Gilly. Gilly into the back of Rowe. And Markey is all by himself. Markey. Markey, Markham, Gaeta, and Hirschman. Stub Fenn. Jerry Markey working through lap traffic as he comes up onto the back of the Jeff Berry car. Markham 2nd, Gaeta 3rd, Hirschman 4th, Madden 5th. 6th is Dale Shaw, 7th is Rowe, 8 is Branscombe, 9 Dragon, and 10 is Wheaton. Then it's Obey and Rowe. McLaughlin is fading badly. McLaughlin drifting backwards, hoping for a caution. McLaughlin brings Dean Berry with him. Markey, half a straightaway lead on Markham. Markham trying to work traffic. He's putting some distance on Gaeta now. Marquis, leader through 33. Markham second, Gaeta third, Hirschman fourth, Madden fifth. Then it's Shaw, Rowe, Branscombe, Dragon, and Obi. McCabe and McLaughlin. Markham having some problems trying to get around Barney McRae's machine. Markham finally finds the racing room in turn 2. Meanwhile, Marquis with a straightaway lead. A straightaway lead on the field for Marquis. Marquis comes out of turn 4 to complete 36. Then it's Markham, Gaeta, Hirschman, Madden, Shaw, Rowe, Branscombe, Dragon, Obi, McCabe, McLaughlin, and Wheat, followed by the 32 car, Billy Clark. Problems on the 3 as he pulls out. Lavelle, Bob Brunel. Marquis going to have to work with the slower car of Brunel. 2 very slow lap cars in front of Marquis. That's going to give Markham a little bit of a break. Brunel trying to get around Gilly's 39. Gilly took out the number 2 car once already. Brunel just trying to get some racing room. Marquis working on his back bumper. Markham closing the margin. Gaeta fading. And Marquis finally gets some racing room. The 48 of Bashan pulls to the infield. He's out of the show. 43 laps into the books, and Marquis continues to lead. McRae having his troubles with the lead cars as they kick him to the outside. Here's your leader to complete 45. 45 laps, it's Marquis, Markham, Gaeta. Tony Hirschman, Doug Madness fifth. The battle for 6 is Mike Rowe and Dale Shaw. 8 is Dragon. 9th is Obi. Is the 35 of Wheat. Then it's Clark. Trouble. Marquis has lost an engine. Jerry Marquis loses an engine on lap 47. Will be Curtis Markham. Markham, Gaeta, Hirschman goes third, Benton fourth, Dale Shaw is fifth, Mike Rowe sixth, Bobby Dragon seventh, 8th is Obi, 9th is McCabe, 10th is Branscombe. 11th now is McLaughlin, 12th Wheaton, 13th Clark, 14th Moore, 15th is Parapis, 16th is Bessie, 17th is Lavelle. The 18th place car is the 34 of Sullivan, 19th is Spraker, and 20th is Mike Berry. Racetrack. Here's your leader, Curtis Markham. Marquis, clearly not a blown engine, but certainly something problem with the valve cover. Evenly coming back as Markham continues to lead 1/3 through the race. Markham, Gaeta, Hirschman, Madden, and Shaw, with Mike Rowe, Bobby Dragon, Jamie Obi, and Dick McCabe. And problems on the 7 car. Curtis Markham slows, Bobby Gaeta takes over the lead. Bobby Gaeta has the lead. Curtis Markham's dropping fourth. Rowe is fifth. Shaw drops back to sixth. Now they're starting to do some serious racing. A third of the way through the race. It's Gaeta, Markham, Hirschman, Stub Madden, Mike Rowe. The 60 of Shaw is 6th, 71 is 7th, 41 is 8th, 51 is 9th, 0 is 10th, then is the 31, 47, 35. Here's your leader, Bobby Gaeta, to complete 59. In the 15, Mike Rowe spins out. Mike Rowe has a problem. Coming back. Here's Stub Fenton working inside Hirschman now, and Fenton puts Hirschman back to fourth. Bobby Gaeta, Curtis Markham, Stub Fenton, Tony Hirschman and Dale Shaw. Then it's Dragon, McCabe, Oldie, McLaughlin, Branscombe, Moore, Mike Rowe trying to come back up. 65 down out of 150. Continue to move closer to the halfway mark. Dale Shaw, Bobby Dragon bumping bumpers a little bit. Spadden goes by Markham now. Your leader is Gaten. Gator leads. Stub Fenton is up to second. Curtis Markham is third. Then it's Hirschman, Dragon, Shaw, McCabe. Down to complete lap 71. Gaeta leads the way. Stanley, Stub Fenton holds on to that second spot. Markham is third, Hirschman fourth. Dragon is up to fifth. Here comes the battle for sixth. Dale Shaw and Dick McCabe. McCabe works to the outside. In eighth is Oldie. Ninth is McLaughlin. 10th is Branscombe. 4 is up to 11. Marquis trying to gain some ground after having lost 4 laps in the pits. Your leader, Bobby Gaeta, in car 36, works his way into turn 3. Coming down to the halfway mark. Halfway. It's Gaeta. Stub Fenton. Curtis Markham, Hirschman, and Bobby Dragon. Dale Shaw, Dick McCabe, Oldie, McLaughlin, and Branscombe. Coming down to complete 80 laps. It's Gaeta, Fenton, Markham, Hirschman, and Dragon, your top 5 cars. Followed by McCabe, Shaw, Oldie, McLaughlin, and Kelly Moore. Has problems with that front tire. He's going to show smoke. Moving Carafas over. Gaeta continues to lead. Fenton is right on his bumper. Stub Fenton has closed in on Bobby Gaeta as they work up behind Joey Carafas. Here comes the battle for your lead. Lap 83. Gaeta looking inside Carafas as they try to move him over. Carafas waves Gaeta by. Nice gesture. Gaeta with Fenton on his bumper. Bobby Gaeta works around Carafas, and here they come on lap 83. Gaeta and Fenton. Markham is a distant third, followed by Hirschman and Dragon. move up the inside of Gaeta. Root him out of that lead. Here's Madden again, inside. Stuff Madden working all over Bobby Gaeta, trying to worry him to death. Here he is to the inside. Curtis Markham, Hirschman, and Dragon not able to catch him. They're right away behind. Gaeta loose. Gaeta working that right rear, heating it up. Madden's going to keep pressure. Gaeta can't hold it. Here comes Madden. Here's Madden for the lead on lap 89. Here's Stuff Madden. And Madden has the lead. Stuff Madden worries him to death, and on lap 89 takes over the lead from Bobby Gaeta. Curtis Markham third, Hirschman fourth, Dragon fifth, McCabe sixth. Oh, Dragon tried to make a move inside Hirschman, didn't work. Then it's Shaw, McLaughlin, Oldie, and Kelly Moore. Mike Rowe coming back up again. All right, 93. Stuff Madden trying to work the outside of lap traffic, goes by your pole sitter marquee. Looks to the outside of Clark. Clark on the brakes. Madden works to the high side. Gaeta not able to gain ground. Markham still a straightaway behind. Dragon is now up to fourth. Hirschman fifth. Shaw sixth. McLaughlin seventh. McCabe eighth. Oldie ninth. Moore 10th. And Moore starting to move up. Here's your leader, Stuff Madden. One more to go for the 2/3 mark. Madden will be your leader at the 100-lap mark. Gaeta second. Markham third, Dragon fourth, Hirschman fifth, sixth is Shaw, seventh is McLaughlin, eighth is McCabe, ninth is Obi, and 10th right now is Kelly Moore. Moore is 10th. Stuff Madden. Fine job to keep Dragon back there. Dragon gets on his bumper that time. Hirschman on his. McLaughlin pushing Dale Shaw down the straightaway. Going to try to park him in behind that Ron Lamell machine and pick up a spot as they come down the line. Dale Shaw, McLaughlin battling for position on the racetrack, and so is Dick McCabe. Obi and Moore in 9th and 10th. Madden crosses the stripe for the 110th lap. Madden and Gaeta well out ahead of Curtis Markham, Bobby Dragon, and Tony Hirschman. Dale Shaw, Mike McLaughlin, McCabe, Obi, and Moore. Madden a half a lap. Look out, Marty McRae in trouble, heading down into turn 1 and 2. Didn't hit anybody, fortunately. As Stuff Madden continues to work the field. Look out, trouble. Curtis Markham spins the 7th on lap 113. Curtis Markham, after running a solid third for a good portion of the race, comes around in turn 4. And 10th is the 15, that's unofficial. Here comes the field. Markham trying to get that lap back as they start to move around Madden. Madden takes him out wide. Gaeta looks inside. Bobby Gaeta right back in Joe Bessie almost wipes out in front of the field. Everybody getting clogged up. Mike McLaughlin picks up a spot as he gets underneath Hirschman. McLaughlin has moved into the number 5 spot. Here's Madden. Gata. Shaw is now 3rd. Dragon is 4th. 5th is McLaughlin. It's Madden, Gata, Shaw, Dragon, and McLaughlin now. Dale Shaw working his way to the front, carefully. Stub Madden starting to open that margin up again. Curtis Markham, instead of gaining a lap, is going backwards. He's the first car on the 1 lap down. Here's Madden. Dale Shaw and Bobby Dragon trying to work their way around lap traffic. McLaughlin goes 5th. Hirschman 6th. McCabe 7th. Coors up to 8th. Rowe is 9th. And Branscombe is now 10th. Almost gets, he does! Obey goes around and off the racetrack. Lap 125, there 25 to go. Spraker black flag for spinning Obey, but I don't think he touched him. Your leader in turn 2 is the 16. Here's your leader. Gata goes 2nd. Dale Shaw working on Carafas to move him out of the way. Caution on the racetrack. Caution on lap 128. For the 41 of Obey, black flag for Spraker. 130 laps in the books, 20 to go. It's Madden and Gata side by side, and here they are. Bobby Dragon is pulling out of the picture. Dragon fading to the high side. He may have a tire down. It looks like he does. Bobby Dragon, after running in the top 5, is out of the event. It's Madden, Gata, Shaw, McLaughlin, and Hirschman now. Then Dick McCabe, Mike Rowe, and Kelly Moore. Babe Branscombe. Obey in and out of the pits again. Coming down for 135, 15 to go. 15 laps remaining. Shaw and McLaughlin. Here's McLaughlin challenging for 4th. Out of 4th into 3rd. Can he do it? Trying to root Shaw to the high side. McLaughlin's down inside in 2 and can't do it. They've got Joe Bessie's Auto Palace number 9 as a lap car. Here's McLaughlin trying to take over 3rd from Dale Shaw. Shaw's going to use Bessie as a pick. McLaughlin into 3, trying to take that 3rd spot away from Shaw. They make contact. McLaughlin can't do it, and Shaw's not moving. Now there's a hole there. They work around the Snyder machine. Madden continues to lead. 12 to go. Now 11. Gata out around Berry. .140 down, 10 to go. 10 laps. Stub Madden in gingerly through 2. Gata 2nd. Here's McLaughlin making a good run on Dale Shaw. Plenty of racing room. No cars. McLaughlin down inside Shaw. He's got 3rd. McLaughlin turning it loose. Shaw coming after him. Here's your leader around the Obey car. Madden closing in. McLaughlin, Shaw, and Hirschman. It looks like Fenton is nursing that car just a little bit. Here comes Gaeta. Here comes McLaughlin and Shaw. The youngsters are chasing down the veteran through traffic around Barney McRae. 6 laps remain. 6 to go, and it looks like McFadden may be having trouble with that race car. Gaeta's going to have to protect his flank. Here comes McLaughlin. McLaughlin tries the inside on Gaeta. 5 laps left. Shaw into the side of McLaughlin and turns him around. McLaughlin on the gas. Still with tires spinning. Caution flag comes out. We may finish this one under caution. We could have a 1-lap shootout. Everybody getting doubled up. It's going to be a wild finish. Can Stanley hold off the charging Gaeta? He's got bumper thumping Dale Shaw behind him and a hungry Hirschman on the other bumper. Here they come. Pace car's out of the way. Fenton takes them high. It's going to be 149 coming down to take it. Fenton. Green, white, and checkers. Green, white, and checker. Here's Fenton, Gaeta, and Shaw. Look out as they get all backed up. Shaw banks on Gaeta. McCabe turns Gaeta around. Rowe hits him. Everybody's bumping and bumping. And Stuff Fenton runs away with it. Here he is. It's Fenton. Shaw. Rowe. McCabe. And more. What a finish. Holy moly, bumping and thumping, and the old veteran holds on. Stuff Fenton picks up the checkered flag. Becomes the 5th different driver to win the Busch 150 here at Monadnock Speedway. He gears it down, and he'll be coming out here to join us in just a minute. And of course, we've got a 50-50 raffle drawing to do here and 5 subscriptions to Trackside Magazine to give away as well. But the Busch 150 is in the record books. And quite a finish it was. As the Pat and Gas crew gathers around their driver, he'll bring him out here in just a second. On the other side, Stubb. Boy, I'll tell you.
We're going to take the pictures on the other side.
Let's move you, Stubb. Let's move you around here. You get that soda pop. Boy, you worked on it. All right, Stubb. You probably missed all the fun behind you there.
I see a little in front of me.
There's a little bit going on. Stubb, how long's it been since you hit Victory Lane?
Oh man, it's been quite a while. I haven't, and then this new NASCAR North thing, I haven't won a race. I've been trying hard. You know, I finished second at this racetrack at 2 previous occasions, but I never won. But I had a good feeling coming here today.
Well, that sure looked good. Your qualifying time was pretty good. One of the guys said after last year the track owed you one.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
What was it, 3 flat tires?
Yeah, but anybody can have those.
Well, you had the victory. Short tracks are no stranger to you. You cut your teeth on these things, didn't you?
Yeah, about 30 years of it.
Just 30 years? Just 30 years, a nice run. How do you think the car was performing as far as it went? You had to come up through traffic a bit.
Oh, my car worked great today, and I don't know, it just works good. When it works good, you drive it hard. If it doesn't, there's much you can do about it.
Guys?
My grandson's here today. He's 4 years old, and he's an avid race fan. He knows everybody in racing. Pete Fiandaca gave him his trophy today, and I'm going to give him mine.
Well, that sounds like a nice thing to do. And one thing I wanted to ask you about the field and the traffic is how about the guys that put this car together for you?
You know, they didn't do a job, didn't they? This is last year's car. Frankie and I went through it completely this winter, rebuilt it, and, you know, this was a good race car last year, and we should have won, but we didn't, so maybe we owed it to the race car. I don't know.
It certainly was worth the run and a good show for us, for Stub Fenn to come up at top again here on a short track in New England, and must bring back some days of Thunder Road and some of the other tracks you were at.
You know, Patton's Gas put a lot of money into us in the last 5 or 6 years trying to get into victory lane, and I'm sorry he isn't here today. He's not really a race fan, but he is a great supporter, and I want to thank Ed Patton and Patton's Gas and Patton Automotive. And,
well, there should be.
Especially my wife. She bought me a trailer this year.
It's knocked out. It's a good run, and I guess probably your sponsor and family see a lot of pictures in the racing papers over the next week. And here's your grandson.
He's the guy that gets the trophy today. They told me there's only given one out here, so I had to come up here and win it.
And what's your grandson's name, Stub?
Travis Michael Patton.
Well, Travis Michael. Hey, Travis, what do you think of Grandpa's win? Yeah. That sums it up. Your winner, Stub Fenn, everyone. Small and Bateman on their way. Small trying to get a jump on him, wheels it off the turn. There's Bateman. Bateman with a pedal in it down the back straightaway, and he'll take it all the way to turn 4. Bateman. Bateman your leader. Small, then it's Marquis. D'Alessandro Ball. Monteith into the back of Ball. Here comes Ed Kennedy and Principe. The 08 of Heath. Ramos with a front end. He pulls it down. Bateman blew a tire while leading last week. Won last night at Claremont. A lot of bumper tag going on as they go by Jim Mayer quickly. Small, Fox, Marquis behind the 87. Marquis trying to find some racing room. Small's not giving any ground. Marquis across the speed humps. Small trying to hang on for that second spot. Look out! Jim Mayer spins and takes the leader out. Jim Mayer Jr. spins the 31 and plugs the track so the race leader can't get by. Tough break for Bateman. Bateman gets a jump. Marquis comes right along with him, and here's the battle set. Monteith and Small bag bumpers a little bit. Marquis putting it down low. Bateman going lower. Ed Kennedy has moved up. Monteith is going backwards. He may have a tire going down. take that top spot away. Monteith and Ball bumper thumping into turn 1. Jack Bateman looking for a double on the weekend. Marquis hoping to pick up another win. They come off the turn and Bateman holds on. Kennedy up to 3rd. D'Alessandro 4th, then it's Monteith 5th. Ball, Pinkham, and Jarvis. Pinkham and Jarvis battling back there for 7th and 8th. Small is 9th, and 10th is Principi. Whoa, Bateman took it sideways, really heated that tire up, and here's Marquis to the inside. Bateman trying to race him down to John Cole, but he's not going to be able to do it. It'll be Marquis for the lead. Marquis and Bateman now, the battle for 1st and 2nd. Halfway, coming up, halfway now. Marquis, Bateman, and Kennedy. D'Alessandro, Monteith, Ball, Pinkham, and Jarvis. Quickly now, comes up behind Monteith, trying to go for that number 5 spot. Here he comes. Ed Kennedy works on the back bumper. Look out. Jarvis takes Monteith way up the banking. Ball trying to get inside Monteith as well. Still go. Yes, he will. He'll get in there. Monteith with a serious push. Your leaders down the back straightaway. Work around Townsend. Move up on Stone. Jarvis works on D'Alessandro now, trying to get 4th. Jarvis has a long way to go. Here he comes. Jarvis blows underneath. Monteith has spun over in turn 4. Monteith has spun in 4. Caution comes out. Monteith spins in turn number 2. Monteith was having a push problem. It looks like the car just pushed a little too hard. Doug Rudolph takes the E3X in with a lot of tire down on the left front on Rudolph's car. "23 laps in out of 35. Here they come. Looking for the restart. Bateman gets caught sleeping and Kennedy sticks his nose in. It'll be Marquis, Kennedy, Bateman. And remaining now for Marquis, Kennedy, Bateman, and Jarvis. Dave Pinkham trying to move up to take over 7th, and there he goes. Took the wall with him. Nice piece of driving for DeRoy. As the leaders took all the attention away, DeRoy almost got cleaned out by some of the slower cars. Jarvis trying hard to close in on Bateman to find some racing room, but Bateman won't give him a hold. Kennedy trying to use that banking to to run up on Marquis. Here he is. Ed Kennedy right down there to get on the bumper. They both get squirrely. Kennedy using that banking, getting way up there, hammering the gas and coming down off him. Gets a good run down the back straightaway and closes in on Marquis again. Getting down to it. Remaining. Marquis almost lost it in the turn. Coming down to the white flag. TJ Smalls on the backstretch and rolling, and here's the caution. Here they come. Marquis, Kennedy, Bateman, and Jarvis. White flag as they complete 34. Here it is. It'll be Marquis, Kennedy, and Bateman. And Jerry Marquis picks up the win. Ed Kennedy, Bateman, Jarvis, and D'Alessandro rounded out.
For Jerry Marquis, with the exception of just last night's Pro Stock feature at Riverside and, of course, the Busch Great National race today, but that's certainly not a big deal. But Jerry has taken his third straight modified feature win of the weekend, and in other words, he's won every single modified event that he's competed in this weekend. So it's just great for Jerry Marquis. Ed Kennedy's super run, car number 0 for the second spot, and third goes to car number 17 for Jack Bateman.
Let these photogs do their photogging. A good one for the calendar. Another one for the newspaper. It's going to freeze in that spot, guys. All right, let him get unstrapped. And in a moment, he just told him to jump. He doesn't have any fenders. How can he jump up on the fenders? Slowly but surely, the stuff they wear compared to 20 years ago, radios and neck braces and everything else. Let's welcome him for the second time. Here he is, Jerry Marquis. Well, Jerry, 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
No, that ain't bad at all. I'll tell you, we'll take it any time here. Bobby did a fine job getting the car dialed in here today. I'd like to thank Norm and Linda and everybody at Precision Automotive. They did a fine job with the motor, too. They've been helping us out. This is where my career is with these guys. These guys have been really doing a fine job for me, and I've been able to turn out for them.
That's pretty good. What happened, just to digress a little bit, what happened to the Busch Grand National?
We broke a power steering hose, so we had to pit, and they cut the power, the belt, so it wouldn't pump no more, and we finished the race. That was about it, but it was going real well. I would say, the guys that run the tour all the time, they're very strong, they're very good competitors. It would have been a tough battle at the end because some guys were real strong at the end, and we were kind of fading away. I don't know if it's because we lost the power steering or what, but Freddie did a fine job getting the car dialed in. And again, I'd like to thank Precision for getting the motor ready for us.
Must be fun to try to drive after all these years with power steering, to take you back real quick to the old days before we had it.
Yeah, well, up to last year in the Pro Stocks, basically, I ran without power steering in my own car. But then I started driving for everybody else, and everybody's got power steering, so you kind of get used to it after a while. So I was kind of prepared for it, and the car, like I said, handled good and everything, so it wasn't that bad on me.
Not bad, a good win for you. You just edge out the guys ahead of you. Nice win again for Jerry Marquis, first of the year in the modifieds. Well, I guess it's time to park, fly, and ride again, huh?
Yeah, it sure is. Time to go back to Dallas.
Well, it was a good run. He came real close to him. Looked like you almost had him there once. Looked like you bobbled her late in the race.
Yeah, I did. There was something up in turn 2. Jerry got a little loose, and I was just a little bit too far back, and we were pretty loose, so I really couldn't get him. I hit him down here and going into 3 once, but it was an accident. And then I backed off a little bit, but I think Jerry knew I didn't do it on purpose.
Looks like Ralph has the car ready for you every week you come up.
Yeah, he sure does. Those guys are great. This is, I got to say, this is the best race car on the racetrack. I mean, Jerry won, and Jerry's got a great race car, but, I really like this race car. It's a real good car.
And a good run for a second shot for Ed Kennedy. And Jackson, well, you must have had your heart in your throat there when the guy backed over toward the wall when you were leading.
Yeah, I knew I was in trouble. I didn't want to come down inside because I knew where the whole pack was going to go there, so I just went up and stopped.
Good run. You had a good night last night, too.
Yeah, we got lucky last night, and we hit the right combination, and, you got to win once in a while.
Well, the third here, and it looks like the way she's been running, you might have had a win last week if you had to cut that tire down.
Yeah, I thought we had it pretty well covered last week, but, luck wasn't with us.
Well, third place for Jack Bateman. Lane Strictly's on their way.
Green flag is out. Bill Livingood at the front of the field, a little squirrely, but he'll lead the field down into turn 1. Barnard and LaRoche getting a little bit crossed up. Baker moves up to 3rd. Here comes Mallet on the outside, and he's got 4th with car number 97. Barnard getting out of shape once again. He's sideways. Tags LaRoche, gets into Steve Drew, and we've got trouble on the front straightaway. Harvey Swan is into the wall hard with car number 32, and caution is out. More cars became involved with time, including Tom Hebert, but he's back at the rear. And it's Livingood setting the pace, and it's a quick one for most. We'll see, there's the green flag, and Selman tucks in for 2nd. Heading into turn 1, Steve Drew is on the high side of the racetrack, and he picks off 4th, going for 3rd now to the outside of Randy Baker. It's Livingood out in front, Selman 2nd. Drew is up to 3rd, Baker 4th. Mallet 5th, 6th is Morton. Here comes Hersey on the outside, and Pachalski has the right rear tire come off, car number 37. He'll go down through the infield. And Hersey has a problem up in turn 4. Yellow flag is out. That tire is going to come right back up onto the racetrack in turn 4. That's exactly what it does. Good call for Kenny Eismo to throw the yellow flag. And that'll come right back in front of Joe Zellman, just barely. Or correction, rows 1 and 2 and 3. And here they come. Green flag is out, and Zellman does get a good start, but it's Livingood off the turn. They come together, and Zellman tags the wall. Here comes Drew. And Baker spins with car 71. Drew will go for the lead on the backstretch with car 17. Zellman and Livingood, of course, coming together, and Drew gets the door opened up, and he'll take the lead on lap 5. Make that lap 4, and a problem for Mallet. Looks like he's lost a wheel on the front stretch. Car number 97, so we'll bring the caution out once again. So first, Pachalski, car 37. And now that was so sudden, we were watching Steve Drew. Steve Drew's ready. There's the green flag, and we're back underway. Drew and Livingood down into turn 1. Livingood trying to retake the lead now. They get sideways, dirt tracking off the turn, and here comes Zellman down low in car 22, and he's got the lead. Johnston tries to get in the middle. He gets sandwiched by Drew and Livingood. Harvey Swan tags block, and there's a whole bunch of commotion. Nothing but commotion among the top 10 now. Drew again sideways. Here comes Livingood. Cashman is right there to contend. Johnston is not giving up with car 2. He's back up in the top 5 now, and Zellman picks up the lead once again. Cashman tags Livingood in turn 3, and they both get crossed up. Johnston is right there to contend with car number 2. He tags Livingood, then goes up and, as he gets sideways, tags Cashman, but he's holding steady in that 4th spot. Harvey Swan tags Zielinski and Cookie Cook gets the worst of the measure as a chain reaction occurs and Cook gets jostled back out of the top 10. So it's Zellman, Drew, Livingood, Johnston, and Cashman, your top 5. 9 laps complete this time by. Zellman could possibly hold on for his first win. Here comes Livingood making a move to the outside of Drew as they go into turn 3. This is where all the commotion was taking place. Johnston is right there to contend, having a great run with car number 2, but now smoke begins to pour out from that car. The 2 side by side, here comes Johnston, looking to make it 3 wide, but to no avail, heading into turn 3, smart move to back out. And Livingood will edge back up into the number 2 spot, but Drew is still down low. They touch again going into turn 1. Less than 10 to go, in fact, less than 9 to go now. Zellman continuing holding the lead, and Drew and Livingood still right behind him, tagging each other with every passing lap. Now Johnston makes a move to the low side. In car number 2, they come together, and there's trouble in turn number 3. And are we going to go to yellow? Kenny Isimone says yes, as Bobby LaRoche comes in with an extremely hard hit in car number 10. And first win. We'll find out in 8 laps as the green flag comes out. And Zellman gets a challenge right off the bat from Cashman. To the outside is the 17X. He's going for his second win of the season. And into turn 3, he's got the advantage on Zellman. Off turn 4 at the line, it is Cashman. Coming around to lead lap 13. Zielinski with a problem in car number 7. He'll pull it down pit road, and that moves Harvey Swan and Muka up a notch. Muka in the top 5 now with car number 28. So it's Cashman who took the lead on lap 13. Now begins to pull away from the field. Zellman still in second. Block is third, and fourth is Harvey Swan. Here comes Muka looking for some racing room. Is he going to make a move to the outside? Well, Harvey's trying to hold him off as best he can, and unfortunately that sometimes involves taking up more than one lane. So we should see a good battle for position number 4. Muka gets up a little high and opens the door for Cookie Cook to move back up in front of Muka, and that's exactly what he might do coming off of turn 2. They're side by side on the backstretch, and into turn 3, Muka goes way up high at 4 as he dives into the turn, and they're still side by side at the line. However, Muka is able to hold on, and he'll keep that 5th spot. Still looking for 4th from Harvey Swan, but can't keep the car down. He tags the wall on the front stretch in car 28. Hersey down through the infield. I don't know what that's all about with car 13, but we've got now less than 2 laps to go for Tom Cashman Jr. White flag in the air right now. White flag is out. Less than a lap to go for Cashman. He's about to pull off his second victory of 1992. Checkered flag is out, and it's Tom Cashman Jr. taking the win.
Second of the year, and the mini stock feature event still to come. One more feature left on the program, and then next Sunday afternoon, as we celebrate Memorial Day weekend, or at least some parts of New England celebrate Memorial Day weekend. New Hampshire probably celebrates at some other time. We do have a full program of racing. All 5 divisions will be going.
Climbing out of his race car, there's your winner of the Strictly Stock feature event, Tom Cashman Jr. Well, 1992 has been great to you guys. At the beginning, it really didn't look like you were going to be too much of a factor, but at the end, you avoided all those incidents and come home with your second feature win of the year.
Well,
the whole key to when you're starting in the back, you just got to pick your way. You know you're going to get a few cautions, and you know we were just fortunate enough to miss a couple big fender benders here and just kind of stay consistent most of the run.
And who would you like to thank for this second win?
Oh, I really got to thank Putney Sawworks, Henniker Hardwood Pallet, JNL Auto, the Oldies 98.7. Everybody here just really makes it a team effort. It's great.
Congratulations. Tom Cashman Jr. is your winner in the Strictly Stock feature event. Joe Zellman, your second place finisher. After a couple of weeks starting off 1992 on some hard luck, and you come home with a runner-up spot. Great run.
Thanks. Without these guys, all our sponsors, Lanu, Custom Auto Body, L&F Construction, Greenfield Glass, RPM Pictures. These guys did a great job. They put up with a lot of stuff for me last week, and I thank them a lot.
Well, now I see what's happening here. If this race were a couple of laps more, would you still be able to go the distance?
Sure.
Congratulations. Joe Zellman, your second place finisher. Travis Block, third, make that second week in a row. You got yourself a third place finish. That was a great run. And another one, you avoided a lot of those incidents, and of course you came up lucky in the top three once again.
Yeah, we tried to play it smart towards the beginning, and let people weed themselves out and see what was going to happen. And the car got loose towards the end. I didn't think I'd be up here this far. We got kind of lucky, I guess. I'd like to thank some sponsors, Barrington Hill Wood and WW Building Supplies, Lawn Care, Howard Printing, Central Auto Parts, and Moore Brothers Body and Paint, Tony's Pizzeria.
Of course, it takes more than luck. You're also a great driver, Travis. Congratulations, your third place finish in car 66 Vermont. Here they come. Green flag is out, last away, and we got a spin right off the bat. Lyle Handy Jr. goes down through the infield with car number 28. He comes right back up, so we'll stay under green. Lashaway and Clayton. And look who's all the way up in the third already. It's the 24 of Chris Hasbrook. He's finished in the top 5, and both races so far are 92, and he's looking to do it again for 3 in a row. It's Lashaway pulling away with the 1 New Hampshire, Clayton right there in second. Hasbrook third, Felton up to 4th now. Jason Davis back to 5th. Beef Alexander in the 7 New Hampshire. As Rick DeRozier will pull into the infield, and car number 2 is apparently done. It's been a tough year for DeRozier as well. Lashaway pulling away now from Clayton just a little bit. They're pulling away each from Hasbrook. The car number 24 running in third. Well, here comes Fred Felton now with car number 11, and George Kaminsky is also working his way through traffic. Car number 22 up the outside of Allen and Aggie. That's a battle for position number 6 and 7 as they come in on DeWitt Davis, car 367. And Kaminsky is able to get around them both. So he'll move up into that 6th position. It's Lashaway, Clayton, Felton in car number 11. He's catching our top 2 as they'll try to pull away, but to no avail. We've got a spin over in turn 4. That's Bill Chafee in car 33. Mike Patno goes a lap down with a 33A. Lashaway, Clayton, and Felton now, your top 3, as Felton darts to the inside of Clayton, and he'll take position number 2 at the line. So Felton is up to second now with 8 laps complete. Let's see if he can make the move on Lashaway, who's led from the start. He does, heading down the backstretch. Pretty quick move for Fred Felton. He'll move out in front. On lap number 9, he has taken the lead. So it's now Felton out in front. Lashaway second, Clayton third, Hasbrook 4th. And here comes George Kaminsky heading to the high side of Hasbrook in a battle for 4th spot. Kaminsky takes 4th from Hasbrook now as Passing flag being given to Lyle Handy as the leaders approach. And here comes Kaminsky to the high side of Clayton now. And just like that, car number 22 takes the third spot. We've got a little problem on the front stretch with Jason Davis tagging the wall in car 73. It's Felton. Lashaway. Here comes Kaminsky riding in, looking for position number 2. 14 laps complete. Less than 6 to go with Kaminsky now diving low off of turn 2. Looking for that second spot, and he's got it going into turn 3. So it's Felton and Kaminsky, your top 2, with Lashaway third. Fourth and Hasbrook fifth. Ananke is right there to contend. He's looking for the top 5. DeWitt Davis gets a little crossed up coming off of turn 2, and Beef Alexander is right up there. There, Clayton is running 4th, Hasbrook 5th, Ananke 6th, just 1 out of the top 5. Alexander is 7th, and 8th is DeWitt Davis with 9th spot right now. Looks like Joe Krajewski, who's about straightaway and a half behind the 8th place runner Davis. Felton is now getting trailed by Kaminsky as they have 2 laps to go. This time by, it's going to be the white flag. Quick mini stock race, caution free. White flag out for Felton. Kaminsky is right there to contend. We've got less than a lap, and it looks like the Joe Bean cars will take victories here today. Checkered flag is in the air, and there's your winner, Fred Felton.
And our first Sunday afternoon enduro is June 7th. So don't miss any of that action. Make plans now to be here. We have keys for people who may be digging in their pockets right now. Blue key tag that looks like a sneaker, and a key tag to a nicer
Fred Felton in the mini stock feature event. Fred, the car appeared to be running really good today, and it's nice to see you guys back in the top 3 after a skirmish last week, but
Oh, that was a lot of fun this week. I had to slow down a lot. The thing was getting real hot. It went up to 250 degrees, started losing water, so I had to slow down.
have you decided where we're going to eat tonight?
Yeah.
Okay, let me know later. Your winner, Fred Felton tonight, car number 11. And here's the other Joe Bean car. Car number 22, George Kaminsky, your second place finisher. George, that car was coming on really strong at the end, but you just ran out of time.
Yeah, Fred's pretty tough to catch when he gets out in front, gets a lot of room and just lets her go.
Well, congratulations. Second place finish for George Kaminsky and Chris Lashaway. Great run with car number 45. Looked like a sure bet for a win, but hey, it's better than last week.
Yeah, no, we should have had this last week, I think, but you know how racing goes.
How's the car running today?
Hot right now.
Well, congratulations. Third place finisher, Chris Lashaway.